The Multimedia Teaching Area proudly presents the Open Flash project, where students learn Flash without the hefty price tag. In this video tutorial, we're going to explore Classic Motion Guide. So the very first thing I'd like you to do is open up panda.fla from the bulletin board. Now, rename this first layer to animation_tween. Now let's motion tween this panda from one side of the screen to the next. Create motion tween, extend this out to frame 100, drag the panda from one side of the screen to the next, and then just curve this path. Okay, now we've got the panda following this curved path. But what happens if we want the panda to follow a more complex path that zigzags across the screen? What we would do is use Classic Motion Guide. Now let's rename this to animation_motion path. So let's just drag the panda from the library onto this new layer. Let's scale it down, Apple Option S, 50%. And hold Control, click on our new layer and add Classic Motion Guide. Click on this new guide layer that's been added and draw this zigzaggy line from one side of the screen to the next, making sure that all of the points in this line join up together. Okay, now what we need to do is click on the panda and add a classic tween. Okay, which means that I'm going to have to go to the very last layer, last frame, hold Control, add a keyframe, and then snap the panda to the very last part of this line, making sure the rotation point is on this line. And as you see, the panda will now follow this path. Now, once you test this movie, Apple Enter, the path will disappear, so don't worry too much about it appearing. Now, one thing to be mindful of is this path has to be one continuous line. Let's delete that part of the line. You'll see that the panda will go from point A to point B, ignoring this path altogether. Now, another thing is that the panda must start off with a rotation point snapped onto the line and end with this rotation point, this circle, snapped onto this line. Without doing so, it'll just move from point A to point B, again, ignoring the zigzags. Wrapping up, Classic Motion Path is a useful tool, but in most instances, motion tween should suit your requirements. Now, if you have any questions, comments, or corrections, please send us an email at vuacm2003@gmail.com. Otherwise, ask your tutor or post it up on the bulletin board. Again, thank you very much and have a great day.